Hi gang, sorry I can't be with you on St. Patrick's Day, but I'm here in New York because this is where it all got real. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was in a place called New Spain, what is now St. Augustine, Florida. And that was in 1601 when an Irish priest got a load of Irishmen who were there, probably as mercenaries, to march up and down to celebrate the day of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, which is the 17th of March. And we celebrate it on the 17th of March because that is when they say St. Patrick died and went to his eternal reward. The first parade in America, what we now know as America, was in a British colony in Boston in 1737, when a load of Irish went up and down wearing their green, speaking their language and singing their songs in a parade, a thing they couldn't do in their own island of Ireland. The biggest parade that we have in the world is in the city of Chicago, and the first time they celebrated St. Patrick's Day, well, the parade was in 1858. It took Ireland a long time to have its own first St. Patrick's Day parade. The first one was in 1903, when it was officially a celebration of St. Patrick in Ireland, and that was in Waterford City. The first time Dublin had its own parade, would you believe it, was only in 1931. When I was growing up as a boy, St. Patrick's Day was mostly a family day. There was a parade in Cork, which we were in more often than not, and then you'd have mass before it and lunch after it. And that really was the day. The big thing was you could break your Lenten fast and have a bit of chocolate. Now it's a big 3-day celebration on the island of Ireland where everyone goes wild for 3 whole days. And it's mad crack. They have parades in nearly every town in Ireland now. Woo! The longest running parade is here in New York City. It's been here since 1762, and it starts right here on this corner at 44th and 5th and goes all the way up past St. Patrick's Cathedral, so the Archbishop can give a blessing on the parade, and on to 83rd Street. And every St. Patrick's Day, no matter what day of the week it is, they stop all the traffic here in New York City so that they can go up 5th Avenue and pass St. Patrick's Cathedral. St. Patrick's Cathedral, right across from the Rockefeller Center, was built by the poor Irish people living in New York, given their free time and labour and all the donations that they could muster. And you might ask, why do we wear green? And why do we wear the shamrock? The shamrock is the flower of Ireland, to celebrate that spring has come again, that the death of winter has been conquered and new life is around us once more. And we wear green to show that we're Irish, and that no matter who thinks they're in control, we'll always be Irish. But why the shamrock? The shamrock was always a sacred plant of the Irish people. And when St. Patrick, after being taken a slave, captured in the middle of the day from his family, and made to tend sheep up on the wild hills of Armagh, when he prayed to God for his release and found his salvation, he was ordained a bishop in France, and they sent him back to evangelise the word of Christianity in Ireland. And the Irish people of that time were nature worshippers, worshippers of the sun and the moon, the plants, the hills, the trees. And he took the shamrock to explain that the one God of Christianity has 3 parts, much like the shamrock has 3 leaves: the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And the people took it on board. And so from that, they took the sun that they worshipped and added it to the cross. And that's where you get your Celtic cross today. And that's why the people of Ireland wear the shamrock on the 17th of March to celebrate our patron saint, St. Patrick. But what about the snakes, you say? St. Patrick got rid of all the snakes from Ireland. No archaeologist, anthropologist, or paleontologist can find any remnants of snakes on the island of Ireland. Maybe the pagans were seen as the snake worshippers, and maybe that's who St. Patrick got rid of. Who's to say?